It's Corey, and welcome back to our final episode in the Black Friday, Cyber Monday Stream and Shop sessions here at Linda's. I hope you've enjoyed all of these sessions as it's given you a chance to look up close and personal at all of the products. I say not all, hold on, we got a lot of products. Some of the products that we have here at Linda's, where we started with those fun stocking stuffers in our first episode, and then moved through thread, quiz, design. What else have I done, Mom?
A lot.
I've done a lot. There's a lot of episodes there. Fabric, cuddle.
There we go. Yeah.
I think that's all of them.
Yep, and then batting. No.
Batting, design. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. But so many fun ones. They are available on our website, lindas.com. If you click on the live shopping tab, you can see the replays 1 through 6. And then this is our 7th one here. This episode is going to be all about batting. So have all of your questions ready. Feel free to go ahead and start dropping those in the chat. And we can look at those. If you think of some as we're going, I'll make sure and try my hardest to get them all answered for you. And then I want to leave a little bit of time at the end because I would like to take you downstairs to see the warehouse. We won't go through a full tour because they are packed in there right now, working to get all of your orders out as soon as possible. Please be patient as we've had a very high influx of orders. And then, of course, with the shipping delivery times delays with our shipping carriers, our team is working as hard as they can to get it to you as soon as possible. But I do want to go downstairs, pull a Notion order with you so you can see kind of that process. And then I will say my final goodbye to you there. But let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Have you watched any of our other episodes over the past weekend? How was your Thanksgiving? If this is the first one that you're joining us from, we are just very happy and excited that you are here. Now, remember, we have tons of incredible sales happening here at Linda's for Cyber Monday. They do end tonight at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. So keep that in mind when you are shopping. And also, quantities of a lot of these things are starting to get a little low. So if it's something that you really want, make that purchase now because it might not be there in a few minutes, even if you're thinking about it. Every order that you're placing here at Linda's from November 24th to December 1st is going to get you an entry into our Black Friday bonus giveaway. So I want to talk about that real quick. I'm going to bounce over and thank all of our sponsors. We have incredible prizes. These are our 5 prizes that are up for grabs. And it is so much stuff. And if you are one of the lucky 5 winners that gets drawn next week, the grand prize would be an Aliso iron, Quilter Select rulers, wool mats, rotary cutters. Other than that, we've got batting, we've got threads. There's so many things. And I say this every episode. This was very hard to rank these prizes because all 5 of these are incredible. And I would love to have all 5 of these, let me tell you. And I am very excited to also be welcoming in none other than Mom.
Hi, babe.
She is, did you say hi, babe?
Hey, no, hi, bye.
Hi, bye. What?
I don't know.
What did you say? Do you need to go back and take a nap?
Almost.
I convinced her to stay for another episode. Her arm was giving her a little bit of problems, but she said, I'm going to power through for the people.
That's right.
Because she loves batting just as much as I do.
Exactly.
And wants to make sure that we can get all of your questions answered, give you all sorts of different tips. Hello, everyone watching. I see the chat is filling up. I see I need a cheat sheet for different battings. Well, stay tuned. Yes. I've got the idea for you on that as well here at Linda's. And you are so welcome. Thank you all so much. You're learning so much. I'm glad you're learning. That's what I really want these to be about.
Exactly.
It's about the deals as well. Don't get me wrong. We love a deal.
Yeah.
Mom and I just got done. Well, we're not done yet, but we've been shopping for Christmas. And we love to find a deal as well. But I really like to pair the education because I feel like if you buy it, great. But if you don't know how to use it, what was the point of buying it?
Exactly.
And I really want you to feel confident and know that we're here to support you. We want you to succeed. We want you to see how these products work. And we truly believe in all these products that we're showing. Otherwise, we would not be showing them to you.
Yeah, and if you ever have any questions about products that we sell on our website, 9 times out of 10, there's an old YouTube video on our channel about it. So you can always make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and you can go search. And there's, over 700 videos, I think now is what I saw.
Anymore. Yeah.
So there's videos in-depth content on almost everything we sell. Not everything, but almost everything.
And if you're not finding that question or that answer that you're looking for to that question, feel free to shoot me an email to ask Corey@lindas.com. I try my hardest to get them answered as fast as possible, but it does fill up. But I'm here to help and answer any questions that I can for you, because I truly want you to succeed in whatever crafting project that you are doing. Of course, all of us here at Linda's do. We are a small family business, and we want you to be successful.
Exactly.
Just do your thing.
Yeah, and if you want to remind them, if they're watching on the other channels, we love it. But if they want to watch the live shopping experience.
Look at this woman. Like she's been watching all my episodes. She knows my lines. You go, girl. You know what? I'll just slide out from under the table. You got this.
I wouldn't be able to slide behind you.
Well, there's that. If you are watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, I greatly appreciate that. To have the best shopping experience, though, hop over to our website, lindas.com, choose the live shopping tab, and you can watch this video directly on our website and take advantage of the add to cart feature in the video. So you can easily add those products that we're showing without having to leave the video or having to remember what I talked about a few minutes before.
Exactly. Yay! Well, you know what? Let's talk batting.
Okay, so before we go overhead and go, we got the camera fixed, folks. So there's that.
Well, let's
hey now.
We haven't been live with it yet.
Ooh, okay. Before we go overhead, I do want to tell you that we carry a wide variety of batting here at Linda's.
I'm 360 wide.
A 360 wide, full circle. We're drawing circles here at Linda's. And the one thing that I want to tell you is we're going to showcase you on the screen different things to add to your cart just based off of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I highly suggest, and this is kind of going back to the thread and the fabric episode.
Yeah.
Add those products to your cart just so you have an idea of where we were and what we were talking about. But you're going to want to go back and check out the full batting collection on our website.
Yeah.
Because I cannot get through every batting we carry. We'd be here until the new year. Because there's so much information and we carry so many different types, sizes, lofts,
brands,
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got a lot.
Yeah. So if there's a fiber type that Corey talks about, and he's going to show some quilt samples today with it as well. And you like that, we're going to throw that on the screen, add that to the cart. Doesn't mean that's the exact size you want at that point. And that's okay. But it just references for you like, hey, I want to go look at all the 80/20. I want to go look at all the cotton wools they carry. Because we carry rolls, packages, sample packs, and
by
we
the
carry
yards,
multiple bands. Exactly.
Sample packs. We got all sorts of things. Yep. Today I'm going to work you through the Hobbs sample pack that we have here at Linda's, and it's a sample of all the different Hobbs battings that we carry. I believe Mom also just dropped in the chat the link to the all batting collection, so thank you for that. But I'm going to work you through that batting collection, and I'll be saying some of the different Hobbs names. Keep in mind, though, majority of the time, the fiber type that we're talking about is going to be pretty consistent across all of the different brands. Correct. So if there's a specific brand of batting that you like, and I'm talking about wool, majority of the time, the fiber type is going to work across that. Exactly. Each batting is a little bit different on how it's manufactured, but some of the benefits of wool, for instance, will go pretty hand in hand across all the different brands.
Exactly. And Randy made a comment. She loves the one that we designed.
Oh, thank you very much, Randy. The Linda's Deluxe. We will be talking about that today. That's our very own specialty here at Linda's. Okay, well, let's get into the fun. Enough with all of the extra stuff that but you know me. I got to go through. I got to go through everything on my list.
Exactly.
I got to make sure it's right. Okay, let's go overhead and it's
focused. Just keep going until you get the fabric.
Okay, let's not talk about that yet. Okay, so here at Linda's, we have a Hobbs sample pack, and that's what I'm going to be working through today. This is the batting sample pack with all the different battings that Hobbs carries. So again, this is what I'm working through today. I'll show you some other packages from other brands as well, but we're really learning about fiber in this. That's really where we're at today. Okay, so I'm going to open up my sample pack.
The sample pack's really good to have if you're not really sure what fiber type you want to use, you're just learning a lot about batting, or you just want to try, different fiber types in your quilts.
Correct.
So this is a good way to try. These are like 14 by 14
squares.
Yeah, squares that you can try different ones. And like you said, all the different fiber types are in here for the most part, right? And the informational sheets to go along with it.
Yeah, all the different informational sheets. We had not a question, but Barb on YouTube said I need a cheat sheet for the batting. So in the sample pack, there is a cheat sheet with little X's on kind of this. And now this is for the Hobbs batting in that sample pack. There's a little cheat sheet on kind of what batting is good for what option.
Yeah.
You also have this if you'd like to work with another brand of batting, which is perfectly fine. We also have this same chart. It's a free PDF download. in that all batting collection.
Gotcha.
As well. So you can grab that as well and use some of those same fiber ideas.
Yeah.
And remember that might not be the Hobbs brand, but it's that, that fiber type.
Yep, they have that, and then the front of it. I like the front of it too.
The front's wonderful. Kind of talks to you about what it is, approximate loft, shrinkage, maximum distance between stitches.
And those are the most common questions. Like, can I use that? It tells you what kind is my stitch length in between, how thick is it. It's really good. So it's in that sample pack. Make sure you grab that.
It's fantastic. Yeah, you definitely want the sample pack. Okay, so we're going to work through these battings. I'm going to go through them in a different order than they are in your pack. I want to start with number 2. We're just going to skip 1 for now. Okay, we're going to start with number 2. Now, number 2 is going to be the Heirloom Natural with Scrim.
Yes.
Okay, so Heirloom Natural, it's going to be 100% cotton batting from Hobbs. And this is going to be a with Scrim edition. Now, I always get the question, what is Scrim?
Exactly.
Always get the question, what is Scrim? So I am going to show you, if I can get it on here. Scrim is a very thin layer, it's on this side, of polyester that gets needle punched into the cotton. Very thin. Very hard to see. Very thin layer. You can't even see it on camera. But a very thin layer of polyester that gets needle punched into the cotton. And what that does is it helps keep the fibers of the cotton together.
Correct.
Especially whenever you're wanting to maybe put 100% cotton into a show quilt, for instance.
Yeah.
So with that Scrim layer, it's going to help keep those fibers together because cotton is a very heavy fiber.
Yes.
Okay. And so if it's hanging on the wall, all that gravity and that batting starts to pull that fiber down, and it starts to get heavier and heavier. Okay, that Scrim is going to help keep that stuff bound together, so you can quilt this and have full confidence that it's going to stay nice and flat.
Well, and
also
it allows you to quilt up to 8 inches apart with the Scrim too.
That's correct. So that's exactly where I was headed. You are so smart. You are so smart.
So if you don't want that extremely tight quilting, like I don't like tight quilting.
You don't like tight quilting.
Then the one with the Scrim in it, and if I wanted that cotton, that 100% cotton fiber, that would kind of hold together. We have other 100% cottons without the Scrim too, and we'll talk about those, but this is the one with the Scrim. Right.
And so this is going to give you approximate about 1/8 of an inch loft on that. Real nice. To see what this looks like quilted in a sample, I did 100% cotton in this Christmas table runner that I made. So you can see the beautiful definition that even with 1/8 of an inch gives it really nice definition. But I did really tight quilting in this. I don't see a ton of shrinkage or stretch because that Scrim is keeping everything nice together, held in this. I just love how this came out.
You had a really good point. Like the cotton with Scrim is probably a good one for table runners and things like that.
Oh, 100%.
To keep its, whether it's a table, whether it's a placemat,
yes,
it kind of keeps its little shape for you.
Correct.
That's a good point. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, I really see myself using 100% cotton a lot for wall hanging, show quilts, anything that I really want to keep its shape, keep it nice and flat, even because cotton is so heavy.
Yeah,
that's the reason that I'm adding that there.
Nice. Okay, let's jump to the next
one. So again, this was the 100% cotton with the Scrim in that one. The next one that I'm going to show you is going to be number 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are going to be both of the Tuscany bleached and unbleached cottons. These are going to be without the Scrims.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I get a lot of questions. Well, I don't want a Scrim. Okay. And sometimes people don't. Because the Scrim is going to keep things really nice together. It's going to keep things nice and flat, nice and even.
Maybe not as cozy.
Not as cozy. Yeah, it's not as cuddly. It's not as cuddly. So if you are very comfortable with working with a batting that has a little bit more play to it, they're number 3 and 4 in these are going to be 100% cotton without Scrim. Okay, without Scrim. Without Scrim, you'll see, I'm going to pull this apart slowly, the cotton's going to pull apart kind of like a cotton ball and stretch out of shape. Now, that's not to scare you. That's to show you've got to be real easy with this when you're loading it into your machine to work with it, because it can easily stretch out of shape. Once either one of these is quilted, 100% cotton without Scrim is probably one of the most cuddly, in my opinion, because it drapes beautifully.
Yeah.
You can quilt this to death and it's not going to stand up on the side of the wall. It's going to still lay really nice.
Well, it's
when
like
it
washes
up,
really
it lofts beautifully.
Cozy.
Yeah. Now, another question that we get is, what is the difference? Why would I need, and this is kind of harder to see on camera because they're both there. That's better. This is a natural and this one's a white. Why would I use a bleached white batting? Okay. So going back to this one, because I wanted one with scrim, I took the chance. But if you've got white fabric or really light colored fabric, and you don't want to change the color of that true white, or if it's a really sheer fabric, if you're working with pastels, a white batting is going to be absolutely perfect for that because it's going to lay... Oh, thanks, Mom.
I thought you could show an example.
Yeah. So it's going to keep that nice white, bright feel on a white fabric. Whereas on a neutral colored fabric, it might start to... Oh, you can really see on camera. It starts to change the tone of the fabric. It starts to read maybe a little more eggshell.
Correct.
Than true white. So when you're looking at batting, look at your project as well and see, okay, what's going on in my quilt top? Am I using something that has sheer pastel light colored fabrics? I should probably go with a bleached white batting.
Exactly.
In that point. But why would I choose 100% cotton without scrim? I love this for my own personal quilts. I actually don't give this out to people. Because some people just don't know how to wash a quilt. There's specific things on washing a quilt, let me tell you. You really want to make sure your quilting's a little closer together on these. Can't be super far apart. I think your max on these is 4 inches. Yep. So you want to keep these pretty close together in your stitch length distance. And Mom and I have both said twice, stitch length distance. Okay? Yes. What is going on with that stitch length distance? So it's the distance between your stitch lines. So if you've got a pattern kind of going all around, between any distance of stitching lines, the max size you can go for this one is going to be the 4 inches on this 100% cotton without the scrim.
And if you're just joining us, right now we actually are showing the Hobbs line of batting, showing you samples of that.
Yes, we're looking at the samples of that one. This is the Hobbs batting. Okay, so 3 and 4 in that pack were the Tuscany unbleached and bleached lines. So those were our 100% cotton lines. Okay. Actually, there's one more that I want to talk about. It's lower down in the pack. We need to get this pack re-sampled. Well, they're not. They're in specific orders, but it works. I'm going to actually bounce to number 13 in the section. So number 13 is the Tuscany Supreme.
So I have to tell you something. Linda loves this Tuscany Supreme.
It's next level.
Yeah. She's reached out a few times. She's like, oh, you guys going to get it on a roll? But in the meantime, we have it in packages, and she really loves this Supreme.
So the Supreme is about double the loft of the traditional 100% cotton. The Supreme is not going to have a scrim in it, but it's going to have much more loft in it, increasing that cuddleability. Cuddleability. Drapes very, very beautifully as well. Same concepts as the other two that we just spoke about. As a natural color, comes in packages, and has a beautiful hand to it on this as well.
That's a really good question.
It says, I like to use my batting scraps for bowl koozies. You've lost me. I can't see what you were saying.
Oh, I took it away from you. I'm sorry.
You did. Yeah, I can't see what you were showing. Hold on. I like to see that. Can I use one with scrim in the microwave? No, you can't. You can't use that one with the scrim in the microwave just because it has a possibility of either melting or catching fire, and we don't want that to happen. I will say we do have a thermal batting, and that one's from the Warm and Natural. The Warm Company. And so we do have one of those, the Insulbright thermal batting. That's an option as well that a lot of people are using in their bowl koozies. I think Mom's going to plop that on the screen right now. A lot of people are using in mittens, the bowl koozies, all those different types of things.
Anything that needs to go in the microwave.
Yeah. The Insulbright's a really nice insulating one. It's a thermal lining. I don't have a package of that up here. That was the one that I meant to grab too.
I know. It's okay.
But that's an option as well that we carry. So yes, this squirrel, but we LES, you have Wrap and Zap.
That could just be another brand.
Could be another brand. Yeah. So yes, so those were the 100% cottons that we just looked at.
All righty. So what's number 5?
Number 5 is going to take us into the 80-20 line.
Oh, before we do that.
Yes.
I was just thinking about batting scraps. If you have lots of batting scraps, don't throw those away, especially good sizes, because what can you use to be able to put those together?
Yes, the heat press batting tape. Heat press batting tape, I think she pulled that up on the screen. It is like a tape, using the word to describe it. It's like a roll of tape that you can use on your batting scraps, and you can use it to fuse your scraps together.
Yes.
It's going to come in white and black. The most common one that we see is white. But this is what it looks like. And it has like a ridge side and then a very smooth side. that ridge side faces down towards the batting. So if you wanted to put 2 layers together, well, that would
Maybe
be
not
quite,
white
that'd
and
be
black.
quite the choice, wouldn't it? But if you want to put 2 layers together, you would put that tape right over, and then you'd hit that with an iron, pressing and holding, and that would fuse these together, and it's going to hold up in the wash and everything like that without a problem.
So it lets you use all those scraps of batting.
Correct.
So if you don't have any heat press batting and you want to be able to use all that scraps, because we know how much batting costs, so you don't want to just throw all those scraps away.
Right.
You can actually use that heat press batting to put it together. Works
exactly.
Great.
Yes, you do need that. The heat press batting tape is next level. You do need that. Really nice to have. Love the heat press batting tape. Okay, so this is going into the 80-20 family. Okay, 80-20 is the most common batting that is used. Absolutely stunning, wonderful to use. It's going to be 80% cotton, 20% polyester. The reason I really like the Hobbs 80-20 is because it's a blended 80-20. Some manufacturers, I don't think any of the ones we carry, but some manufacturers have 80% of the cotton on the top and 20% of the poly on the bottom. Have you seen this before?
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's crazy. I've seen
Really?
this. Yeah. The Hobbs is going to be a blended 80-20, so it doesn't need a scrim.
Correct.
If you see some of those that say, 80-20 with a scrim, it's going to be that different layering.
I didn't know that.
It might be a certain blend, but it's a different layering. Because an 80-20 should not need a scrim because it's blended in with poly, which acts as a natural scrim.
That's what their poly is.
It's going to hold that together. Yeah, exactly. 80-20 is really, really nice. The one thing about any packaged batting, I want to talk to you about this. Any packaged batting that you purchase, this one happens to be the fusible, okay? But any of the packaged batting that you have, okay, all packaged batting is majority of the time done on a machine. Correct. It's rolled and stuffed in, rolled really tight, stuffed in for shipping purposes, stuff like that. Yep. So it takes all of the loft out of the batting when you do that to fit into the bag properly. Yep. So if you package a purchase, you purchase a package of batting, it's going to be a very, very thin. Oh, here we go. There's a very thin one that Mom just took out of a package. This is an 80-20. Very thin loft, okay? Now, that's not because the batting is wrong.
Well, and it comes out wrinkled in the package.
Yes.
And it's really wrinkled.
Wrinkly in the package.
So the tips to fix that.
If that happens, what's happening with that, again, is it's taking all the loft out of it. So a few tips on that is you open up the package when you get it, let it loft up. You need this batting to get air back into it because it's all been taken out when it was put together, okay? So that is really, really thin that way. Now, if you let it loft up, it's going to be nice and plushy, very breathable, very beautiful, like you want it to be. If you don't have enough time to let it loft naturally, you can cut the size that you need, or if you have a package, you can take that out. Toss that batting into an air fluff dryer. No heat, air fluff dryer, and let it tumble around. It's going to put loft and air back into it, and it's going to feel so much nicer. The biggest I don't want to say the word complaint. The biggest question that Mom and I always got when we were running basically customer service, a warehouse, kind of everything, time ago, was, I got my batting and it's super duper thin. This is not what I wanted. This is not what you showed me.
The most common.
It's most common. Yeah. And you breathe. Okay. It has to breathe. See what I did there?
Exactly.
Yeah. The batting has to breathe. It has to loft back up. It's been compressed in a bag. It came from the manufacturer to us, was on our shelf. Then we packed it, put it in a bag, sent it to you. It's been compressed for a while.
Exactly. In theory, you think of everything we order online now, pillows, mats,
mattresses,
everything seems to is compressed because they have to do that for shipping purposes and storing purposes, right?
Yeah.
And what do we do when we get those pillows?
Let them breathe.
We have to let them breathe, and we throw them in the dryer. Yep. What do we do when we get those mattress pads? We have to let them breathe. It's the same theory. You have to give it time to let it breathe, loft out a little bit. In a little bit of a rush, like you said, use the dryer technique on tumble dry.
Air fluff.
Air fluff. And it'll give you'd be surprised the difference.
Yeah, you'll get exactly what you want out of it.
We would talk to them.
Oh, yeah, I'd tell you.
Hey, let's do this. Let's throw this in the dryer. Let's test this out. And then they call back and like, oh, yeah, that worked.
That's what it is.
Because they needed it right then. Or, hey, give it a few days to open. And you'd be surprised on how big those rolls get.
Even the roll.
Even the rolls.
Yeah, even the rolls, yeah.
I mean, the packages are another story, but the rolls, they need the same breathing.
They still have to breathe because they're still compressed into that bag.
Yeah.
If you take this is another tip that I've got. If you purchase a roll of batting from us that comes in a plastic bag like the Hobbs battings do, you'll notice, and I'm sure if you have noticed this before, those battings are compressed in that bag. You really have to pull that plastic off of it because the fibers are already pushing enough to hold it up.
Correct.
Okay. So if you take that bag off of it, remember to keep your label on the bag.
Exactly.
Always keep the label on the bag because if you ever have a question, that's the only way we can know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
So always keep that label on the bag. I tape it into the inside of the tube.
Yeah.
And that way you always know.
That's good reference.
But that batting could start like, I'm going to zoom in for you guys. Okay. Mom knows she's seen this. Hello. That batting can start about like that. And then when it comes out of that bag, it's going to start lofting up to about that. Yeah. After like about 2 weeks, that's when it gets to its full potential.
I did that 7-day video thing, and in 7 days, mine got actually the Linda's Deluxe one got to its true loft, but it grew. And I did a picture and video of every day and how it would grow, just to kind of show, even if you just give it 7 days. It grew so much.
So like when I first get a roll of batting to up here in the studio to use in my quilting, the second I do is open it. Even if I'm not going to use it for a couple of weeks, I'm going to open it, maybe put a sheet over it so nothing gets on it.
Yeah, that does.
And you'd be surprised how much more lofty and cuddly. I'm trademarking that word. And it does what it needs to do. It's getting the air back into it. It's breathing again, and it's going to be what you want it to be. Trust me.
And Pat in Michigan said, "Well, take the wrinkles out," and it does.
Yes, lightly spritz the batting if you're looking to get wrinkles out. Lightly spritz, maybe with that fine mist bottle. Lightly spritz water, toss it in an air fluff. You'll get all the wrinkles out as well.
And when you're joining, this was another good question. Do you notice the tape when you join it? In between, do you notice it in your quilting?
Do I notice the quilting for the tape? I don't. It blends directly in with the when you fuse this down, it feels like it just becomes a part of the batting. It doesn't look like an actual line, like a seam line or anything.
You won't see it.
It kind of joins in really, really nice.
Yeah, and that's the idea, is it just kind of fuses it into the batting. So it just feels like it might have a little scrim. I mean, it could have like a feel of a scrim right there.
A little bit, but not a
much.
lot. No. You wouldn't. No one would notice it. No one was there. No one would know it's there, but nobody else would. Yeah, you would be the only person that knows.
I love it. Uses all those scraps up.
Okay, let's go back overhead. There we go. All right. So that was the 80-20. So the 80-20 comes in a natural color. It comes in a dark black. So question, why would I ever use black? Okay, we get that one all the time, don't we, Mom? Yeah. Why would I ever use black? You're using blacks on really dark colored fabrics. So any like royal blues, not royal blues, navy, royal purples, grays, charcoals, blacks, burnt orange, mustard, stuff like that.
I think a good way to look at it is sometimes if you've done quilts in the past, just think of it. You just got finished. It's just off the quilter. It's a black back, and you used white or natural batting, and all of a sudden you're starting to see tiny few pokies coming through. It's just batting sometimes naturally pokes through based on the needle size we use. Maybe the tension was too tight.
There's all sorts of things.
But if you use black batting, you don't see it at all.
You'll never see it, yeah.
And then once it's washed, it doesn't matter anyway. That doesn't matter on any of the batting.
Right.
But the black, you just won't see it.
Exactly. So there's an 80-20 in the black. There's also an 80-20 in the bleached white. So again, bleached white, pastel fabrics, sheer colored or sheer type of fabrics, whites. It's going to keep that true, beautiful color and have everything that it needs to have in it. 80-20 is also coming in the fusible edition. Okay, so if you watched my quiz episode on Saturday, where I talked about the quilting is so simple, I love the Hobbs Heirloom 80-20 double-sided fusible edition. Okay, doesn't get talked about enough, and it needs to. The double-sided fusing medium is going to get heat activated. So when I put my layers of fabric, my top layer, my batting, and then my bottom layer, I put those on. I'm going to take a hot, dry iron and press and hold on the top of my quilt sandwich for about 7 to 10 seconds in each of the sections. And this batting is going to fuse to the... What you doing, Mom?
Finding the fusible for you.
I think it's there.
I didn't see it.
Did you have your glasses on? Oh, maybe I should stop being me. You're right. I'll add that on for you. Thank you, Mommy.
Here's a sample of the
You're the
fusible look
best.
too. You're
That's
talking
added
about
for
like
you.
the compressed.
Oh, yes, yeah. So you're going to press and hold that, and that's going to keep that nice and compressed down onto your section. Now, whenever you want to quilt with that on your domestic machine, the reason I like the Hobbs is there's going to be no excess stretch in this, which is really nice. It doesn't... There it is. It doesn't pull. It doesn't tear apart. It keeps its shape, which is what we need when we're doing all that motion quilting underneath our domestic machine. But also, it gets, when you press it, super duper thin. Okay. So when it gets really, really thin, that's what we want when we're working underneath the foot of our domestic machine. Mm-hmm. We don't want a ton of loft. Once you quilt and bind it, okay, and then you toss that into the washer, and wash out the quilt. The fusing medium on this batting is water soluble. Mm-hmm. Now that's the fusing medium, not the batting. Okay, I was in a class and someone thought I said the batting was water soluble. And she was like, well, why would I use this?
Exactly.
Okay. No, the fusing medium is water soluble. So whenever it gets in contact with water and goes through that wash cycle, it then is going to loft back up to that normal 80-20 feel. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're going to get that beautiful 80-20 look of the batting without having to have to spray based or pin or anything like that in your actual hoop, your frame or anything.
That's true.
This is a look at the loft of the 80-20 after it's in a quilt project. So it comes out really, really nice. Has a beautiful look to it. I use the bleach white in here, and I probably should have used the black because it's got a lot of purple, because that black would have really shown the rich, vivid colors in this. Really popping it out. But you can see beautiful loft still in that is I let that batting breathe naturally before I put it into the quilt.
Exactly.
Makes a huge difference when I'm doing that. Okay. So love, love, love the 80-20. And I love the fusible. I think Hobbs makes the best one.
Well, if you're doing any machine quilting, domestic sit-down quilting, you need to have fusible in your arsenal.
Oh, no question.
I mean, it's just
it's the best.
You have to have it, yeah.
You have to have it. Every class I go and teach, I show them the fusible. They never heard of the fusible.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, I need the fusible."
Well, it just makes it so much easier to work your project under those machines.
It does. Well, yeah, and if you've ever done any quilting in your domestic machine, spray basting that can sometimes stretch the batting.
Correct.
Pinning's going to stretch it. When you fuse this down, it's not going to stretch, but it's also going to roll up nicely, lay back out nicely again. Looks really, really good when it's used, which is wonderful.
And just remember, everything we're going through, this is the sample batting pack of Hobbs right now. And in the batting pack, there are cheat sheets, all kinds of things that come in that batting sample pack for you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that was number 8. So that takes us out of the... Should we talk blends real quick? Actually, let's keep talking about blends. Okay. We're in blends right now. So that was 80-20.
Okay.
So, Mom, come back in camera. We need to talk to the people.
Okay.
Okay.
In and out, scooting. It's a good thing this has wheels.
Aren't we? There we go. Are. When Mom and I get thinking about things, dangerous, that's first thing, okay? When we get thinking about something, we really put ourselves in all of your shoes. We listen to your feedback. We read your comments online. Trust us, we read everything. Good, bad, positive, negative. We read it all. All of it. We read it all. Because it really helps us look at things from a different perspective as well. And one of the biggest I wishes, it was not a complaint. It was always an I wish.
Yeah.
I wish that the 80-20 had a little bit more loft.
We heard that for a couple years.
Heard that for years.
Yeah, before we were like, okay, we need to make this.
So we finally said we need to do something about it.
Yeah.
And we said, well, what can we do? Yeah, as you can see, I'm very theatrical and exaggerating when I do things.
Very much so.
I like to. It's all about the performance. Okay, so I got to think. It's like, what are we going to do? I had to put my hat on. What are we going to do, Mom? And Mom said, well, Mom, she doesn't like to waste time. What are we going to do? Tell us. What are we going to do? Okay. And so we got talking and we sat down with Hobbs.
Yes, we did.
And we said we would like to make our own version of batting. Mm-hmm. We want it to be a little bit more lofty than the 80-20, but we don't want 80-20 because y'all have that. It's a staple product. We don't want to copy it.
Yeah.
We want a Linda's thought out product. And Hobbs went, okay, well, what do you want to do? And I said, okay, I got to think. Okay. And it went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And
we had different samples.
We had a lot of different samples sent to us. We provided feedback. They provided their feedback. Some of the stuff we wanted to do, they were like, yeah, that can't be done. Okay. Not for the cost that we wanted to have it done for.
Yeah, because we also wanted this to be a really good cost-effective batting as well.
Yeah, we didn't want to be what our first initial thought quote ended up being. So we came up with the Linda's Deluxe Cotton Poly. Okay, so it's a blend, and it's going to be a 60-40 blend, which is a really great blend. And I've got this on camera for us. So I'm going to go overhead again and take a look at this batting. So this is the number 1 sample. Of course, that's the first thing we want you to see. This is the Linda's Deluxe Cotton Poly, and I think Mom's going to throw on the queen size package that we have on the screen.
Yeah, we have twin and queen.
It is a 60-40 blend that's going to give you a beautiful loft right out of the package, because we cut and roll the packages here at Linda's. We do it all by hand. We have a wonderful production team, Alice, that does it all. She's fantastic, and she does all the production for you guys. But this is a 60-40 blend. Fantastic batting.
Yes.
It has a little bit more poly than you're used to because we wanted a little bit more loft.
Well, that was what everybody
was the whole idea, yes. And you have to have a little bit more poly to provide more loft.
Exactly.
That's just the given. Cotton will always be a flat look.
You either have to have more poly or more wool.
Yes.
You have to have that lofting fiber in you, right? And there was already a cotton wool. That's a little more on the costly side.
Yeah.
So we want that cotton poly to be more cost effective, but to be really good and have that extra loft.
And for those of you that have used our Deluxe Cotton Poly, I know, oh, there they go in the chat already. I love the Linda's Deluxe. It is fantastic.
Yep.
It took us a long time to formulate this, and we're so proud of it. It has a wonderful hand to it. It's very breathable. It's a little on the warmer side, which was another thing. We wanted something that was a little warmer as well. Because poly, when we get there, we'll talk about that, but that fiber is naturally going to hold more heat. It's a synthetic fiber.
Yep.
So this is going to still be breathable, but hold a little bit more heat in, which was really, really nice. Beautiful hand to it. And I don't even know if there's a true color for this because it's a blend between natural and white. Because you've added more poly, which is the white fiber.
Yeah.
It's more on the lighter side.
It's just like the in-between.
It's fantastic.
Just like the in-between. We have it in the queen size, and we also have it in the twin size. The queen size is what's on the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have it in the twin size for somebody that just wants to try it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's also in our sample pack. If you're just not quite sure yet, grab that sample pack. It'll have a small 14 by 14 inch piece in the sample pack. But yeah, we definitely love it.
Highly. So that we, like Mom said, she's got the queen size package on the screen right now. We're going to add on the twin as well, so you can see that. So it's either a 3-yard package getting you a 96 by 108, or a 2-yard package, which will get you 72 by 96.
Yeah, that's a great size.
So it's a good size, really good size, good price too. All of our batting right now, I forgot to talk about that.
Yeah, just funny. You were just talking about sizes. I'm scrolling it.
Uh-huh.
But the more I'm starting to piece, well, obviously not right now because my shoulder, but prior to the surgery, the more I was piecing, the more I was wanting smaller quilt tops.
I know you were.
I was like, I don't know how this is a lot of work.
But I forgot to mention, all of our batting right now at Linda's through Cyber Monday, ending at 11:59 p.m. Central Time tonight, all of our batting is 35% off right now.
Correct.
35% off.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get that anywhere.
And if you spend the $99 or more on the packages, the packages ship for free. The rolls don't, but the packages
will ship for free. Yeah.
And so, this is the really good pricing. Definitely a way to try different ones out.
Mm-hmm.
So that talks about that. What's our next one?
I just can't stop touching it.
I know. We love that one.
It's so nice. Okay. All right. So that takes us out of blends. And now
that's a blend.
That's a blend. Okay, we'll go to a blend.
Let's do this one.
Yeah, so we got to do a blend. Okay,
Did
number
we show
12.
all the samples? We didn't show the sample of it.
This is
like the stitched up of the.
Oh, of the Deluxe.
Yeah.
Do you want to run the stream, ma'am? You're probably better at it than me, honestly. I'm all over the place. I get excited when I talk about stuff. You guys know that. This has got the Deluxe in it, so it really has beautiful loft and texture and dimension and shadowing, and not compromising weight or anything like that out of that. Still giving you a beautiful
that
loft.
Nice light weight, but it just gives you that loft and dimension. So I wanted to make sure they saw the definition of
beautiful definition in that one. Love it. Okay, so the other blend that we have in this sample pack right now, because again we're looking at the Hobbs sample pack, this is the Tuscany cotton wool. Now this cotton wool is an 80-20 blend, so it's 80% cotton, 20% wool. It's going to be super breathable, very lightweight. Both of those fibers, both cotton and wool, have a breathing medium to them, so it's going to be really wonderful. The reason I like the cotton wool is, and Mom's got the queen size package I think she's throwing on the screen right now, but the cotton wool is wonderful because it feels like it's so versatile in different like climates.
Yes.
So like in Florida, for instance, or here in Texas where it's really warm, this is going to be breathable and be nice and provide a nice cool quilt. Okay, correct. Really nice cool quilt. If you're going somewhere where it's really really cold, that wool starts to activate. It's going to give you a little bit more of a warming feeling.
I don't know. I felt like the cotton wool this morning at 35 degrees would have been nice and warming here in Texas.
Well, yeah, no, because it's cold in Texas right now. Right? But the majority of the time, it's not that cold here.
I know.
As I'm in shorts.
It's good, like you said. I know. It's very versatile wherever you're at, and it's very nice, lofty batting.
Very good drapable batting too. It's got great drapability. Great drapability.
And I think you have a sample of that stitched out too.
I do.
You love that one.
I love the cotton wool. It's probably one of my favorites as well, right behind the Deluxe. But it gives great. Oh gosh, look at it. I could look at this quilt all day.
Yeah.
I love my quilt. It gives great definition. It's very breathable. And it's also, because wool, and we'll get to that in a minute, is wonderful for show quilts and things that I really want to showcase because of that little trick that it has built into the fiber naturally. It always keeps this looking nice and poofy and nice and stunning all year round.
And that's the thing is the wool gives it that poofy effect, just like on our Deluxe blend, the polyester gives a poofy effect. So maybe you want, like we showed a minute ago, you can still get that poofy effect with the cotton poly at a more cost-effective price point.
Yeah.
But maybe for your personal quilt, one you want to have at your house, or you're giving away to a family member wedding gift.
Yeah.
And you really want that wool in there because of the breathableness of it.
Right.
Not to be warmer, then that's when that cotton poly would play in the role.
Correct. Yeah.
Awesome.
And if you also like to do any type of, you keep hearing me here say show quilts. Okay, I like to talk to you about show quilts.
Yep.
If you like to do anything, showy related, move into the then 100% wool family.
Correct.
Okay.
A 2-layer.
Well, no, hold on now. Hold
I
on.
know,
We're getting there. We're getting ahead of me. Okay. So we also have 100% wool here at Linda's. This is a washable wool. I know that's a big question we get. Can I wash the quilt? This is a super washed wool. One of the biggest benefits of wool is its breathability, but this is obviously compacted in, so it hasn't had a chance to breathe. But wool doesn't have really a memory for creases. Okay. So this was compacted really tight when I brought it up here, so it's still getting all of it out right now.
Yeah.
But wool doesn't have a memory for creases. I have folded this quilt up 1,000 times. Okay, which has the cotton wool in this one, cotton wool. I fold this quilt up 1,000 times, and it always comes out really nice and flat because the wool doesn't have that memory for creases.
Well, in all your show quilts, you've done that, right?
Every show quilt I do has wool on the top.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing to say, to kind of a disclaimer is, Alice cuts all these 14 by 14 batting sample packs for us, for our customers by hand.
Yeah.
A lot of these will come out of packages and be cut and just put into here, which is why it doesn't have time
to breathe up. Yeah.
These are not coming. She cuts all these by hand for you, so you guys have samples because they're not supplied for us.
No.
So we definitely do.
I should probably airloft all of these, air fluff all these in the dryer. But yeah, she does cut all of them by hand. So with this, for a show quilt, for instance, I would have a top layer of wool, and I would have either a back layer of the 80/20 cotton wool, so the cotton wool by Tuscany,
or maybe the cotton with scrim.
That's where I'm headed.
Yep.
My other bottom layer would be, I don't know where it's at, but my other bottom layer would be the cotton with scrim because it has that scrim to hold everything together because that show quilt's going to be very heavy.
And it's going to be hanging.
It's going to be hanging, and I want things nice and square, but I also want a nice poof. So when I fold this up and send it off to the show, whenever they open it and it's hanging there overnight, it's going to poof right up, which is going to be really, really nice.
Nice.
Teresa's got a great question. So which batting is the coolest batting for Florida?
Cotton, right? Well, in general, the cotton.
In general, your cotton is going to have the most breathability because it's a cotton fiber. I would honestly, and people are going to laugh at me when I say this, 80/20 cotton wool. Tuscany cotton wool.
Yeah, because
is going to be your best bet for a cooler batting because it's so versatile depending on what climate it's in.
Correct. That's very true.
So I would 100% go with the Tuscany cotton wool, which right in this case is number 12 in the sample. It's going to be fantastic in warmer and more humid climates.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I get that.
It's so breathable. and absolutely wonderful. And I think Mom put that one back up on the screen for us in the queen size package.
Alrighty.
Really nice.
And it comes does it come in different sizes?
It comes in different sizes. We got it in twin, queen, and king. We only have one on the screen right now.
Gotcha. But they're on our website. Just type in cotton wool and you'll find it.
Yes, you'll easily be able to find that. You can also go to the all batting collection and look at all of the battings that we have, not just the ones we're showing.
Yeah, because we carry multiple brands as well.
Let's see. We got a question on YouTube. How do you get the wrinkles out of the 100% wool piece, king size, out of the package? Great question. Great question. So with that one, Mom and I will go back to the front to chat with you about it. Any type of batting that you need to get the wrinkles out of, you can either let it loft out for a little bit of time. It's got to lay out flat and loft, so you can toss it over a bed and let it loft. Or a quick way is to spritz it very lightly. With some water, tap water. Toss it in an air fluff dryer. If it's a little fidgety with you, low heat. Low heat.
Or no heat.
Or no heat at all. And that will fluff all of those wrinkles out of it very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that. I've put a little damp washcloth in there with mine before instead of spritzing it. Because I was kind of lazy. I didn't want to open up the whole thing and go spritz. So then I just put and that really did help.
Yeah.
But I only had to do like 5 minutes. Like I didn't even have to do long. You could do a little longer.
I always do a little longer. I do about 15, 20.
But the whole idea is you want that either low heat or no heat. No heat's better.
Yeah. But if it's giving you a little bit of a problem and it's like there's just like one little wrinkle that's probably low heat.
Yeah.
We'll give you that.
And that, and that, because I mean, unless you get Tuscany wool, like 100% Tuscany wool that's folded for you already, ready to go, most of it all comes in rolls and packages like that. And so it's going to be compressed.
Yeah.
And so that's just a way to kind of get all that out.
Yeah. No matter what brand you go with.
No matter what brand.
That's how they're done.
Just depends on how it's packaged.
Yep. Okay. We are almost done with these fibers. We have a few more to talk about after this, but we're almost done with these fibers. So let's go to number 10. We've gone all over the numbering system at this point. Number 10 in the sample pack is the Thermore batting. Okay. Now the Thermore is fantastic. Okay. Just like that. You got to say it just like that.
Let me say
fantastic. Got to say it like that. Thank you. What's really great about the Thermore, it's 100% poly, and it is an extremely thin layer of polyester. So this is wonderful if you're working in t-shirt quilts or cuddle minky quilts.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Because those quilts naturally are already heavy.
Yeah.
You don't really want to necessarily add a ton more weight to them. And so that helps with this because this is a very thin. It also has a little bit of a toothy grit to it. So it's going to help hold on to that cuddle fabric or those t-shirts while you're quilting them. And it won't shift.
Correct.
Which, every quilt might shift a little bit. I can't promise you that it won't, but it's going to help decrease the amount of shifting.
It really does help, right? Yeah. We were always using the t-shirt quilts just because it's kind of like a stabilizer.
Right.
And holding it together because you definitely don't want a lot more weight in those t-shirt quilts.
Right.
But then when we started selling a lot of the Shannon Cuddle, we were like, we just tried it. We're like, we're going to try something because we're just used to always having batting in the middle of something.
Right.
And so we tried it that day. God, it's been years. And it was like, oh, that is so nice.
It's fantastic.
Holds it together, makes it easier when it's quilting we were doing it on the machine at that point, the long arms. And it really is nice to have. And it's very cost effective. It's really good for clothing too.
Really good for clothing. Another thing that we talk about with poly is poly does not have a shrinkage rate at all. 0% shrinkage when it's washed.
That's true.
So when you're working with fibers like Cuddle, which are a poly fiber, they're not going to shrink because they're poly.
Yep.
If you're working with t-shirt quilts, majority of the time those t-shirts have been washed multiple times to get rid of that shrinkage factor.
Right.
So if you want to keep everything having a nice flat look, you can go with poly. If you are looking for a more modern quilt, a lot of modern quilts, when they're quilted, they don't want that crinkle heirloom look.
Yeah, after it's
been washed, they want a nice flat look. Yeah. So if you pre-wash all of your fabrics, you've gotten rid of all of the shrinkage factor.
Pre-wash it, iron it, take it to
the all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then you put in a poly batting, that's going to not shrink at all either. You're going to keep that nice flat look after each time you wash the quilt.
Correct.
Poly, since it's also a synthetic fiber, is going to retain heat.
It does retain heat.
It retains heat. So if you're looking for a quilt that's going to be very, very warm, naturally people think, well, I should go with wool. Wool is breathable. It's going to hold warmth. but it's breathable.
Yeah.
Poly does not breathe.
No.
Okay. So with this batting, with any of the poly battings, when you put that in a quilt and you send that up north, you'll be very, very, very warm because it's going to retain heat all the time.
Yeah, remember, I think it was like 2 Christmases ago, which you're fixing to show the next one, which is the poly down.
Mm-hmm.
We got the poly down. We doubled it up
Mm-hmm.
because we wanted the big loft, like a comforter look.
Right.
And then we put that in, and we just made whole cloth quilts for everybody in the house.
Right.
Which are on our bed right now. And they just got put on the bed for winter.
Yeah.
And they're super warm, cozy, and it's just,
and they're lightweight
and very lightweight.
Yeah, then you're not sacrificing the weight for that at all.
So let's go to the next one.
Which then that probably takes us into the thank you. Someone said Thermore is a fantastic product. It really is. Before actually we move on, Kathy had a question. Another question about the fusible batting tape. Does the tape have to be on one side or both sides? I actually put it on both sides. When they demonstrate it, they say to put it on both sides. You can only do it on one side if you want. Excuse me.
Got all the fibers.
Got a fiber in my throat. You can put it on both sides or one side. I prefer to put it on both sides just to have that extra security because you don't know where the quilt's going to. Sometimes some people might not know how to handle the quilt. So having that on both sides really helps, right, Mom?
Yeah, no, I think so. I mean, you definitely both sides if you can do that. And I have had people that just do it on one side and have had success. But if it's going to be going to a child,
that's going to drag it
around. So think about where it's going. If it's going to just be laying there on your couch or as a display piece,
correct. One side is fine. Yeah, one side is fine.
But if it's going to be a utility quilt for like a child, you probably want to do both sides.
And with the fusible batting tape, if you decide to use that on a polyester batting, because you can do that.
Yes. That's good tip.
You want your iron on a lower heat setting, and you kind of want to hover it over the tape and just barely press on that. You don't want to press heavily because you're going to shrink these fibers all close together.
You can also put something in between it. I've done where
parchment paper
in between it, or even another piece of fabric, just to keep it from doing that.
Correct.
That way, if you're nervous about it, then just put something in between it.
A little something.
Teflon.
A Teflon sheet.
Yeah,
will do really nice as well. Yeah. Last but not least in the sample pack is number 11, and that's going to be the Poly Down. The Poly Down is a fantastic product, and this is another thing I forgot to talk about. When people hear poly, sometimes they think of the old scratchy polyester, which it's not the same anymore. Poly Down, poly has changed a lot over time, but the poly is a very soft, cuddly.
The Poly Down is. Now, there are other polyesters. They're called craft polyester that are out there that might have a little bit of that scratch. Craft.
Yeah.
What did I say?
No, I think you said craft, but sometimes if you say it fast, the auto-generated subtitles might mix that with something else. Oh. And it's not that, it's craft.
CRAFT poly.
Yes.
They do have that still out there. It's the most cost-effective out there for like charity quilts, and we do sell that by the roll. That's what a BYU product is, but it's the soft Poly Down, like for in the quilts. Are you laughing at me?
You're just funny. I like you. They're really soft. They're nice.
But the Poly Down is super soft.
It's very soft. Nice. It provides beautiful loft.
It does.
I put the Poly Down in this table runner that I did. You saw this on the metallic episode, the thread episode.
Use a metallic
Friday when I used metallic thread. But poly is in this one. It's super soft. Poly's in your Christmas tree skirt that I made for you because we really wanted good loft and dimension with that.
Correct.
We didn't really care about the heat of it because it was going under the tree.
Yeah.
But I really wanted poof.
Yes,
I really wanted to see the quilting. I really wanted to see the quilting in this table runner as well. So I went with polyester in this one and Poly Down in this one. It provides a beautiful look.
Yeah, no, I love the Poly Down. It doesn't get enough love.
It doesn't get enough love. It doesn't.
It's very cost-effective fiber for warmth. I mean, if you think about it, almost all the comforters that are out there are made that you buy at a store or whatever. They're all made with a poly fill, a down fill, down alternative, things like that. It's all polyester.
Yeah.
Right. So then you can do your own by just doubling up the Poly Down.
Correct. So it's in there, little white layer, still nice and poofy in there, and it comes together beautifully.
Nice.
So that was the Hobbs sample pack. I want to quickly take you through some of the other brands that we carry here at Linda's.
And I'm going to put this sample pack up there one more time for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really good source to have for your arsenal in your quilting room. That way you can look at all these fibers, test them, feel them, see if you like any of them. Plus, it gives you the information sheets in there It talks all about them. And like Corey said at the beginning, most of this information is, it goes across brands when you talk about blends, when you talk about use cases. So this is really good for all types of information.
I do want to say hello to everyone watching us on Instagram. We really appreciate that. We just hopped over there and checked out, see if there was any questions. I forgot to say hello to them earlier, so hello to everyone on Instagram. But yeah, the sample pack is really, really nice to have when you're looking at the hops products.
Okay.
Now, for the longest time, we had strictly carried the Hobbs battings. We have since broadened our horizons for all of you.
Well, because everybody was asking for it, right?
Yes,
we always try, like
we read everything.
We read everything, and we want to try to make sure we can be there and help and do it for their customers.
Yeah.
And, everybody has different batting types they like, different brands, and we wanted to be able to have it all in one central location for you on one website. Yes. Maybe not on one store, but all on one website. For you to be able to shop at ease, shop easy, add those to the cart, and be done after one checkout type of thing.
Right.
And with that,
we have brought on a ton of different brands of batting. I've got 2 with me, and then at the very end, we'll talk about all the other ones that we have as well.
Okay.
But we have brought on a couple of different brands of batting, but one that y'all have been asking about a lot is we would like batting from the Warm Company. We'd like warm and natural batting. So we did that just for you. Okay. So we have, this is the warm and natural, but we've got the warm and white. We've got the warm, they have like a deluxe version. There's all sorts of different names for it. The Insel Bright. We've got it all on rolls. There's so many different ways to get it.
Yeah.
But we have brought the warm and natural to Linda's, the warm and white, the Warm Company to Linda's. And it has all of the information about those battings on the website. We've got one of them on the screen right now for the live shopping if you're on our website. But like we've been saying, make sure you're hopping back to our batting category and looking at all the 35% off batting for Cyber Monday.
Correct. Yep.
So we have brought the Warm and Natural, the Warm Company, to you. We have also brought a fan favorite. We have brought Quilter's Dream back to Linda's.
Yes.
We had Quilter's Dream for a very short time.
A long time ago.
Long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is back in full force.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So we're going to throw on one of the ones on the screen. The bamboo is actually sold out. I took this from someone's order so I could show you guys. It will be back. But we do have bamboo, which is a fiber that we didn't talk about. So that's the reason I brought it up. Bamboo is an extremely cuddly batting. Mm-hmm. It's going to give you beautiful drape.
Well, yeah,
like wonderful.
The blend
drape.
that it has from the bamboo
and silk and cotton.
Mm-hmm. That blend just makes it really nice.
Yeah, so it's a really nice drape. It is currently out of stock, but it will be back. Mm-hmm. The rolls are not out of stock. You could purchase a roll. 35% off would be a big investment, but you could do it for yourself.
Yeah, if you've got about 10 or 15 quilts that need to be done, queen size.
Or more. Do more. Treat yourself. Yeah. Okay. Another one in the Quilter's Dream lineup that I want to talk about, and it's the one that's on your screen, is they have this Deluxe cotton line. The Deluxe is a very lofty cotton batting.
Yeah.
Like extremely lofty.
So thicker than the Supreme that we showed.
Yes. Thicker than the Supreme from Hobbs that we showed. But it has wonderful loft and dimension. I'm trying to find one of the sides. I don't want to open this. I know this is for a customer too. I touched their batting. It's got a great hand to it. Really poofy. So if you're a Quilter's Dream lover,
we just need to bring the sample up next time. We have all the samples of the Quilter's Dream and do those. We just forgot.
I thought about that when I was running down the hall.
I heard you running down the hall.
We were supposed to be live at 1.
So we have all the different sizes in there. The Deluxe is really nice. All the Quilter's Dreams we sell on our website.
We've also got one of theirs that no one else has this type. People have it to sell it, but no other manufacturer does this.
Yeah.
Quilter's Dream makes a batting called Dream Angel. And this is got made with 100% flame retardant fibers. So it's specifically engineered and cross-lapped and needle punched to be very soft and a cuddly batting, breathable, but to also have those flame retardant, no chemical additives to really help decrease, if something were to catch on fire.
Yeah, exactly. So and just be, as we're talking, we're finishing up some of the batting conversation before we go downstairs to show you the warehouse and what's happening down there live. Make sure you're putting the questions in about the batting. We're still here to answer those questions for you.
Yep.
And we're checking all the platforms to see the different questions.
We're trying. We're trying. We are trying to. Some of the other battings that we carry here at Linda's, we've got Pellon, Zappin. I know someone was talking about the Wrap and Zap. We've got that. That's wonderful for bowl koozies too. Wrap and Zap. But we got all sorts of Pellon products. We've got Quilter's Dream. We've got Warm and Natural. We've got Quilter Select. We've got R&K. We've got Embellish.
We got a lot.
Hobbs. We have so many different types. There's something for everyone here at Linda's. That's really what we're trying to become, that kind of, like Mom said, that one-stop shop to provide you with wonderful pricing, great rewards, and all that fun stuff that you need.
And to be able to do all that, to be able to bring all the products that we're bringing to you, we had to partner with, a few people and a few drop shippers for us, a few different warehouses. So sometimes things will be shipped a little differently when it comes to time frames, and that's just because we are partnering. Well, we don't have control over how many times when they're working, when their staff is able to ship. But we want to make sure that we have everything for you in one place at the best price possible. And to be able to do that, it was partnering with other companies to do that for you.
Yeah, so just to be able to expand our catalog out for you.
As much as we would have loved to carry every single SKU here at the store in the warehouse, we do not have the space.
It is currently not possible.
Maybe one day.
One day it will be. One day it will be. Trust me.
So we had how can we make this happen? Give all the SKUs that our customers love. And be able to ship this stuff to them. And this was the way to make it happen.
This was the way to do it.
And then hopefully in a couple of years, we'll have a huge warehouse and we'll have everything in it. And
a bigger warehouse. We've already upgraded.
Oh, yeah, we have.
We've already upgraded. We've grown a lot, but we can't wait to go more.
Yeah, that's
can't wait to keep
true.
growing. Can't wait to, because when we go downstairs, you'll see it. We've grown. We're going to need more.
Yeah, we've definitely grown. You'll see the new warehouse where they're at. Right now, that's where we're going to, right? The newer one?
Yes, we're about to go down to our new warehouse momentarily. Kathy said these videos are so informative. I'd like to be able to refer back to them. Do you keep them online or an accessible library? Wonderful question. Yeah. These videos are evergreen. What that means is they are always going to be there. They will be on YouTube for forever, or until something forever. They'll be on YouTube. They can only stay on our live shopping catalog for so long on our website because I do more videos, so they get pushed lower and they can only be shown so much. But they will be available on our YouTube channel, and our YouTube channel is Linda's Electric Quilters, and you can go there and under the live tab see all of them.
All the different ones. Yep,
yeah, exactly. And this is just, the 7 that we've done, but we've done 700 others that really take you through other products as well.
And I want to give a shout out to Corey. That if you're in the McKinney area, the Collin County area, you might have gotten a newspaper. It was called the Community Impact that gets sent around. And there was an article written up about Corey and Linda's. And I was so proud of that article, a full page just about Corey and his adventure with Linda's, the things that he does, what Linda's provides to the community and to the world. So it was a beautiful write-up, and I was very proud of you. So congratulations on that write-up.
Thanks, Mommy. Yeah, the Community Impact magazine, they reached out and they asked if they could do a story, and I was like, sure, I'd love you. Sure, why not? And they came and they spent about an hour and a half with me and just toured them around the facility, took pictures, and then they did a beautiful write-up, and it was cool that the magazine ended up in every mailbox in Collin County. And it was a fun feeling that it's all coming together.
Exactly. Very proud of you on that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, for the batting cheat sheet, if you go to our website, lindas.com, you can look for batting PDF in the search bar, and you'll be able to see that free digital download that you can get. Just toss that into your cart as well, along with all of your other products, and it will be a free digital download that'll get emailed to you, or it's an instant download as well.
I had to put my glasses on to read the TV.
And I've got options.
I know. I was like, I can't see any of that over there.
One day I'll get multiple screens closer for you, but right now this is what I've got.
It's good.
Okay, at least the camera was focused.
I know, right?
We got one thing down, okay?
All right. Well, we just stay on, go get up, use the bathroom, get a drink, a little snack. We are going to walk down to the warehouse.
We're going to walk live down there. I just need to get things set up real quick, so bear with me just a second.
We're going to walk down there. It's going to take a second for us to get down. We're upstairs in Corey's studio right now. So we're going to walk down to the warehouse where they are shipping like crazy right now, getting orders out, but we wanted to let you see part of that process.
And we wanted you to pull an order with us.
Yes,
we're going to pull an order together. So we are going to do that just a moment. So I am going to put the timer back up, the little ding, ding, ding
Okay.
starting timer, and then I'll pull it done. I don't want you to hear the mic switches because it's going to get a little loud because I need to put it to my phone.
Yes.
So bear with us just a second. Like Mom said, take a breather, do whatever you need to do. You're going to see a little timer pop up, and we will be right back, okay? Yep. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. Yes, you can. I know you can because I can hear it there. Okay, so we are going to head down to the warehouse right now. So I am up and walking out of my studio. I need to grab my laptop. And we are going to walk right down there as we speak. Bear with me on the walk. It might get a little choppy on service, but we've got you covered. So this is the long hallway, and there's Mom, down to get downstairs so we can go into the warehouse and see what's going on. We used to have the machines in our store, but since we have gotten so much fabric, we had to move them. But I'm never getting rid of my machines.
No.
So I was able to acquire a studio space upstairs, and so that is where I call it my penthouse.
Yeah.
And that's where the machines are. It's where our filming studio is, and then our warehouse is right underneath it. So Mom's going to take that, and we are going to go. All right, we're coming in, and I'm going to flip the camera so we can see. Actually, I'm going to go set this down real quick. Okay, so we're coming on in. I'm going to set this down here. We got a good question there, Mom.
Okay.
If you don't mind answering that. I'm going to grab one of my orders that oh my gosh.
All right, so the question, if the roll of batting I want to order says sold out, does that mean we cannot order it with the special? Katrina, what roll are you looking at? I know we have some on pre-order, but if it is sold out, it is possible you can't. So let me know which one you're talking about.
So I'm going to pull Timothy's order.
Okay.
And it is for some of our fun products. So I'm going to come over here and grab the Linda's Deluxe, not the Linda's Deluxe, the Linda's 60 millimeter, it could be the Deluxe rotary cutter.
I know.
The 60 millimeter rotary cutter that we talked about during the stocking stuffer episode.
I love those.
A pack of the replacement 60 millimeter blades. And then, what else is on the order? The needle alignment magnets. So these are really great. If you have a long arm, they're little magnets that get aligned to help with your needle. And then, should we toss in a freebie for the order that we pulled?
Yeah, why not?
We should. What do I want to throw in? What's down here? I'll go grab one from the warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing that I wanted to tell you is if you were watching the stocking stuffer episode and you were looking for the 45 millimeter of the replacement blades, they came in. They're back. So make sure you grab the 45 millimeters if you were looking for them. They are back in stock.
Nice.
They were sold out on that video.
Oh, okay.
So they're back.
Gotcha.
And there are plenty for you. Also, if you're looking for best press, we talked about this one during our stocking stuffer episode. They're 50% off right now.
Nice.
You can't beat that. What's up, Mom?
So the question was on the BY 1696, and I think that is sold out.
The 1696, yeah, that one is sold out. And so that was the full amount that we could do for Black Friday. So, Mom, where are you going?
Well, I can't see your tall.
Let's go up there like that. There we go. There's that. That one was sold out. So once it sells out, there's no more that we can do on that one, unfortunately.
It'll come back in stock, and we'll have sales down the road.
It will be. Yes, it will be.
Okay.
Okay. I need a bucket for that order.
Oh, yeah.
I don't lose all this stuff. And then we're going to go through the warehouse, guys.
Just put it all in.
So that goes all in there. Yeah. And then we'll take this to them. Here it is. So we can come through, walk in, and then we'll be able to see the whole team running so quickly.
Yeah, to flip it behind around.
Oh, I don't want to. Maybe I'll flip it around. Okay. There we go.
You're making him dizzy.
I am making y'all dizzy. I'm sorry. But our team is working away right now, getting all of your orders shipped out. I'm going to place Timothy's order on a table somewhere. There we go. And I want you to see the batting wall. I always love the batting wall.
Okay.
It makes me happy. So the batting wall is all the way down. Oh, there's Ray. Ray, do you want to say hi to the people? You want to stand up?
He's like, I've been working.
Hello. There's Ray. So there is our warehouse director, and he's also in charge of the Crafter Club. So he is going. Are you just going to walk with him?
I guess I am.
Okay, he's going to walk with y'all. But that is our incredible batting wall. It is clearing out during our 35% off batting sale. So make sure you definitely hop over to our website, lindas.com, and find all of that incredible batting. Thanks, Ray. Keep up the great work. So, thank you so much for joining us for our batting episode. That was our quick tour through the warehouse. They're very busy in there.
That's one side of the warehouse.
That's one side of it. It goes back there, and it goes everywhere. We just stayed in one little spot because they're very busy. But I just want to make sure we have any questions anywhere. I think everything's good. Okay,
awesome.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me over the course of these 7 episodes for our Stream and Shop sessions. I have had a great time teaching with you. I'm so excited that mom, this way. There you go. There she is. That she was able to join me for episode 6 and 7. If you want to see any of those replays, they are still on our website. Go to lindas.com and click the live shopping tab, and you can see those replays. I want to thank our sponsors as well. Got to get to that line. There it is. I want to thank our sponsors as well. Every order that you place between November 24th and December 1st at 11:59 p.m. Central Time will get you an entry into our Black Friday bonus giveaway. We'll be drawing those entries later this week, and so that is a really great way to get into some of these incredible prizes. But I just want to thank the incredible teams at Aliso, Quilter Select, Hobbs, Philtech Glide, Orifil, Famore, and of course here at Linda's for helping put these incredible bonus giveaways together. And also every order that's happened from Black Friday to today at Cyber Monday is getting a free gift in the order regardless of the size. So that's another fun one. Regardless of the size, there is a free gift that is going in each one of those orders that we absolutely love. That's and you awesome. Can't like
and we
not
also
have
need to
that.
make sure we thank the team. Our team has been working almost around the clock. They only have Thanksgiving off, and they did that for you. They came in and worked Saturday and Sunday and day, and they're just working nonstop to make sure that they can get these orders out for you because they know how important it is to get it to you. So please be patient again with the orders being shipped. We're going as fast as we possibly can.
We are. Well, again, thank you guys so much for joining me for our Stream and Shop sessions. I've had so much fun, and I can't wait to see you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.